Welcome. My name is Ali, and today we'll be talking about organic growth in terms of traffic. This is a webinar from a series that will be coming in February about helping businesses increase their traffic and conversions and sales. We have a very practical approach in terms of teaching. We will talk about problems and solutions for those problems. There will be three main problems we'll be discussing in this webinar, and on the future ones, we will be taking even more problems. I want to start with just presenting myself, and then we will be talking about the growth flow. So I've been an entrepreneur for the past 7 years. I've started a couple of businesses, and I have been lucky enough to be able to look down at things from a high level and understand how a business works in order to succeed. We say that this is the growth flow. You need traffic into your business in order for the traffic to convert to the next step, which is maybe booking meetings or buying your product or going and signing up to the newsletter. Traffic is what we're discussing today mainly, and traffic could come from different sources. It could be artificial traffic like, cold emailing and cold calling and such. It could be organic. And we're going to be focusing on organic things you can do without paying for, just paying your own time. And those things will get you traffic. And there's tons of things you could do in order to get traffic to your business. And then converting that traffic into the next step. What most people fail at is they start generating traffic, but they're not capturing those. Like, for example, this webinar, if I'm broadcasting it via YouTube and I don't have a way to capture the people that are watching it, the people that are interested, that might be interested in, for example, consulting with me on a one-on-one basis or such. That is the biggest mistake most creators do when they start. They focus a lot on creating, but not capturing leads from that traffic. And then the skills, once you have a meeting, for example, the skills needed in order to close that deal into a customer. These skills need a foundation, of course, and this is what really Metal Social is, the company I run. We're trying to help others with these three things. We're trying to help them with generating traffic, getting leads, and having the skill set to close those. We spent the last year and a half building this product that helps with this. In an AI era, it has, of course, things that assist you and give you your time back. So one more pitch to the marketing challenge, and then we will jump into the three problems that we're going to be solving today. So the marketing challenge is that you have a business or an individual channel, a creative channel that has low traffic, it doesn't have a lot of engagement, and it's just not growing. And you don't really know how you're going to take this into the next level. And then marketing success is you are getting targeted traffic, you are getting engagement, you are constantly growing week after week, month after month, and you have the expertise and the mentality or the skill set that is required in order to doing this. And this is what really Metal Social is. We're trying to solve for these problems. And if you want to be a part of our community, then I recommend you go on metalsocial.com and then just click in the start free trial. Then you will start getting emails from us and you will be in main contact with us. So the three problems we will be talking about today: I'm invisible online. I don't have any visibility. I don't have a brand awareness. Maybe I'm a new company. Maybe I'm an existing creator and I just don't know how I can build this awareness. What channels should I use? And then the second problem will be I don't have time for all this SEO stuff. SEO is a really highly used word, a little bit like misused because everybody is SEO expert now, especially with the AI tools like ChatGPT and Gemini and so on. Everybody is an SEO expert, so I don't have time. Can I delegate this to someone else? And then the last three thing is my website gets traffic, but nobody buys anything. I don't really have conversions. These are the three problems we'll be discussing in today's session. Let's go. The way I decided to kind of create the session, I was a bit between two things, running a slide deck show, which could kind of become a little bit boring, or showing it directly. So I said that the webinar is a more practical approach. And then this is why I want to really show you the tools we use in order to help other businesses. This is why I'm going to be using a whiteboard. I will be swapping between the questions and the whiteboard and writing some stuff on the whiteboard and showing you different tools that we use. Let's start with the first one, which is I'm invisible online. Here, I want to talk about search engines. So in order for people to discover you, you need to be discoverable. The largest search engine in the world is Google. And then after that, directly, it's followed by YouTube. And now we're also getting this revolution with AI search, where people are getting more and more information using AI. So how can you be there as well? You want to be in the places people or your customers, your audience is searching for solutions. We're just going to take a few examples. I'm going to take 3 examples. I'm going to take websites, and I'm going to take LinkedIn, and we'll take also YouTube. I'll be discussing those very shortly. So for people to be able to discover you through Google, you need to connect the right tools to your website and have the right technical infrastructure in order for your website to rank. But most importantly, in order for your website to rank, you need to use keywords and set up the flow of the content in a way where it delivers on user intent. So what they're searching for. And a lot of businesses, they just are using tools that are not made for this. I mean, their website never ranks because it has issues. And here on the right side, I have tools. I have the broken link checker, the robot text checker. I will show you one tool right now just for websites that we use with our clients. And it's a completely free tool. Just go on our website dashboard. So with this tool, which is SEO Now, it's an open source free tool that you can run on your website, and it will crawl it and it will give you a checklist of all of the issues, the warnings, the alerts, the everything, if it's following best practices. So with most of our clients, when we run this test, they kind of fail many of the things, which could be that you don't have a sitemap, or you're not respecting the robot text, or you don't even have a robot text. You don't have the correct hierarchy on the pages. And this tool kind of detects all of this, which is hundreds of tests really, and it gives you details of all of the issues, and you can analyze them. So if you are interested in us doing this for you, then you could just go on our website, and then you can go into the bottom and click services, and you click custom websites, and then we are doing this as a service. So this is for websites. If you want your website to rank, you need to have the right tooling to start with, and you need to have the right education on how to write those blogs and how to create something that is searchable. It covers the user intent. It's kind of out of the scope of this webinar to keep talking about website, because that's a whole 2-hour session. That is just to give you a pin, the top of the pin, and then if you want to research this further, then you could join our community. And then for the second thing is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is an amazing platform because it's all professionals are on LinkedIn, and they are very easy to connect with and speak to and build a relationship with, and people buy from people that they like at the end of the day. So being on LinkedIn, it enhances your visibility, especially if you're engaging with others. I went from about 50 profile visits to hundreds by just following a very simple LinkedIn strategy, which is I followed everyone that it was not within my target audience, my niche, and then I followed only the ones that I was interested in. And then I started commenting to them. So every time I opened my phone, when I looked into it, I just started commenting on every single post because they were interesting for me. I just followed the people that were interesting. And this way I got literally hundreds of profile visits, people that were within my niche. And then I started building a network around that, and I became more visible. I mean, all of this about using LinkedIn as a channel is stuff we are teaching, and actually already next week we're launching this package for creators that will get a lot of frameworks and tools and ebooks and PDFs to help them with this, and also sessions like this. So if you're interested in that, again, go to website, click the start for free button, and you'll get the newsletters. The last one is YouTube. And YouTube is also an amazing channel for growth. There are people that like consuming content they read. It's easy for them. And then there are the people that are more visual. So then they want to see it in a video. And so little businesses are utilizing this. I literally built a whole business around selling YouTube videos, and it's an amazing organic growth channel. You just need to optimize your videos. So basically, what is a video? If we go into YouTube, if we look here, a video is a thumbnail, it's a title, and it's a description, and also some keywords. So how can we get the most out of the videos we upload? It needs to also answer the user intent, what they're searching for. What they're searching for needs to be in the video text and also in the description. Having an expert that tells you, in order to make a successful video, you need to follow a procedure from A to Z. The video title, the video description, the thumbnail. And if you have all of those, then you will be discoverable and you will be getting tons of traffic. From my last company, and we have 25,000 followers. It hasn't been active for 2 years or something. I'm still getting traffic. That's 6,300 views and 277 watch hours the last month. That is traffic. traffic. People are coming in, and I get that converted to the next step. So those are the 3 channels I wanted to discuss. And then the next thing is I don't have time for all of these SEO stuff. If you don't have time, then you will suffer because you will spend a lot of time creating content that is not, serving the purpose of solving the issue of your users, and people care about that you can solve their problems. If you don't have time to learn all these techniques, then you could maybe buy a tool. And I've tried tons of tools. I've probably tried like 70, 80 tools. The tools that are amazing right now to use is AI, because if you ask the right questions, you can get such good recommendations of, for example, finding the correct keywords. We have actually built this into our platform, so I'll just show you really quickly, and just going to create a new idea here. Let's say this is a webinar about organic growth. I start writing here all of the content, putting in my ideas, using it as a pad, put everything I'm going to talk about in this webinar, all of the problems, the solutions, and then I can have the AI here on the right, understanding the context, understanding me because it's trained on my data. So, just mine, not sharing with others. And I can start getting what are good keywords to use here. And I will just give you a list of keywords for targeting. And this is, the best model from OpenAI we're using here. And then in the future, we keep updating to new models. If you don't have time, okay, use a tool that helps you, and use a community that has kind of filtered through all of this SEO nonsense and is giving you the best practices. Because if you read a book from 2021, SEO is completely different today. Now we have 20% of the traffic coming from search bots like SearchGPT. So these things, they're opening a whole set of new possibilities like zero-click searches and such. If you want to get the latest information, then join our community, because we are positioning ourselves as experts in that. And then the last thing I'll be just showing is my website gets traffic, but nobody buys anything. I mentioned that a lot of people generate traffic, but they don't have an offering. Do you have an offering that is good, that is compelling for people to, for example, sign up to your newsletter or buy your course or buy your product? If you don't have this, then people will not buy. And then the problem is directly in your offering. So how can you fix that? And this is also like a 2-hour session where we're talking about how we fixed our offering. We took it from basically generating traffic, but not converting at all. And if we see here, this is a tool we're using for monitoring traffic. This last month, for example, I have more than 2,000 visitors, and they're visiting on average for almost a minute. So am I taking those and converting them to the next step? What are the tools I can use in order to do that? And that will be a whole webinar just dedicated for this. I hope that this was an eye-opener for you guys of what is possible to do and how you can use different channels in order to increase your organic traffic and the possibilities. It's a little bit short, but in the next coming ones, there will be more dedicated videos breaking down every single problem and solutions for these problems. So showing you demos, how we're using this, how we're building our blogs, how we're trying to solve user intent. And I wish you have a happy Friday.